Your favorite Somalian freeloader. Hey, thank you for your tax dollar. I'm eating really good. Thank you for taking care of me. I love you, Americans. You've been such a hospitality, not hostility. You show us hospitality. That's good. We appreciate you. Because of your tax dollar, I get to eat 5 times a day.
Alrighty, Old School Will is at it again. And today this message is directed to the Somali community here in the United States. Now, before anyone jumps the gun, let me say this clearly, slowly, and up front. This is not an attack on an entire community. This is a conversation about alleged actions by a few individuals and the consequences those actions can bring to everybody else. Because whether people like it or not, perception matters. And when things are done publicly, online, for clout, those actions don't stay isolated. You say you're not black.
I don't care if I'm the first person to say this, but us Somalis are not black.
We don't care. We don't care. There's too much black in Africa to be worried about Somalis claiming not to be black or not. It's none of our goddamn business. We don't give a fuck whether you're black or not. Thank you. We don't care.
Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, we can't be black, bro. We literally can't be black, bro. Boogie, did you eat your brain cells? Really and truly, Somalis are Arabs, bro. Think about it, bro. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. Bro, tell me I'm not lying, bro.
Well, Old School tends to differ. I usually stay away from topics like this, but this one hit a nerve with me, not because of rumors, not because of internet drama, but because of what alleged behavior when broadcast online can do to innocent people. Over the past few years, videos have circulated where some Somali content creators allegedly bragged about not working, allegedly abusing government assistance programs, and allegedly mocking American taxpayers.
Your favorite Somalian freeloader. Hey, thank you for your tax dollar. I'm eating really good. Thank you for taking care of me. I love you, Americans. You've been such a hospitality, not hostility. You show us hospitality. That's good. We appreciate you. Because of your tax dollar, I get to eat 5 times a day. Before, it was 80 cents. They used to send us back in Africa 80 cents. Now, I get this EBT card loaded each month with 400 to 500. The freeloader, your favorite freeloader. I'm enjoying myself. Enjoying this food. Taking vacation here. I'm in my free house provided for me by Enhan. So I'm enjoying myself. Please do not disturb me. Hello, American. How you guys doing? Thank you for providing a good life for me. Thank you. I'm using your money. Work hard. Now you go to work for me. White woman, white man. Right now, do it. Don't play with me. I'm fucking serious.
Let me repeat that word. Allegedly, although some content creators videoed themselves saying these things. Investigations decide facts, courts decide guilt. Social media decides nothing. There are also ongoing investigations into the alleged misuse of COVID-era relief funds.
I knocked on the door, and to my surprise, somebody actually answered the door.
Hello? Can we speak? I would like to check a child in the daycare.
Why?
Can I speak to a manager? Where can I get paperwork to file for my son? I wanted to put my son Joey in daycare.
And after a few questions, the lady went silent.
Looks like little Joey Shirley ain't going to daycare here.
And now where are we going?
Now we're going to Sweet Angel Childcare.
We're in the middle of a strip mall here inside of this neighborhood.
In fiscal year 2025, this facility, which shares its license for 74 kids, was paid $1.26 million in tax money. And there are no kids, and all the facilities are the same way, all of them.
Let's see if anyone opens.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again, I try to find a spot for my son Joey, and they would not open the door. I want to put my son Joey in daycare. Cuz I need a spot to put my son Joey.
Yes.
Is this your daycare center?
No, what there? What's happened?
I just want to put a child in daycare, but all the daycare centers seem to be closed. No one's opening the doors.
You work here?
I was, yeah. What's happened?
Where are the kids?
Yeah.
It says it's licensed for 74 children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million in fiscal year 2025. It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When?
Where are the kids? Right here. State of Minnesota website. You work here and you don't know?
I don't know. I was there before. I don't know what's going on.
Were there any kids when you worked here?
Is there? Kids there? What's
How
happened?
many?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
You worked here. Okay, well, then you're not of any help.
Can I put my son in a daycare here?
No, I don't know.
Can I speak to someone?
No, I don't know.
No? Yeah, I would like to see if I can put my son Joey here.
Who's your son, Joey?
My son Joey. Can I check out daycare center?
No! You're a liar. I'm the owner.
Do you
with claims that large amounts of money may have been taken improperly through emergency programs meant to help people survive a national crisis. Again, these are allegations, no verdicts, no conclusions. But here's the part people don't like to hear. When alleged misconduct is paired with public bragging, it invites scrutiny. Federal scrutiny, media scrutiny, public scrutiny.
Minnesota has become ground zero for government incompetence, waste, fraud, and abuse. And if we lived in a sensible society, the people running that state would be removed from power permanently. Over the past few weeks, the Somali fraud story started off at around $1 billion, right? And that was bad enough. That quickly became billions. And then yesterday, that number skyrocketed. The U.S. attorney in Minnesota talking about a completely different scheme here, announcing state programs were targeted with fraud, and the state is absolutely swamped with these crimes.
And that spotlight doesn't stop where people think it does. That spotlight now shines on the entire Somali community. Now, let's talk about the money, because this is where people really need to slow down and listen. According to federal investigations and public reporting, pandemic-era fraud cases connected to social service programs, particularly in Minnesota, have allegedly involved hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars.
A $250 million fraud scheme. Already 77 people, many of them Somali immigrants, have been charged in one of the largest taxpayer-funded scams in U.S. history. Minnesota, home to the largest Somali community in America, has become the center of this massive investigation. This is the Feeding Our Future scandal, a pandemic-era scheme in which defendants allegedly stole over $250 million meant to provide meals for low-income children. Instead of feeding kids, prosecutors say the money went toward luxury homes, high-end cars, jewelry, overseas transfers, and an entire network of shell companies. According to the DOJ, the conspirators submitted fake invoices, fabricated meal counts, and even staged photos to make it look like they were serving millions of meals that never existed. In some cases, they claimed to feed more children than lived in entire neighborhoods. A federal jury found Amy Bach, the founder of Feeding Our Future, and Salim Ahmed Saeed guilty of conspiracy, bribery, wire fraud, money laundering. Federal officials say more arrests may still be coming.
When multiple COVID-related investigations are combined, officials and analysis have stated that the total alleged losses could exceed $1 billion over several years. Let me say that one more time. That's $1 billion with a B over several years. Let me say that clearly. Alleged losses under investigations, not final verdicts. Some media reports and political commentary have cited even larger figures, numbers reaching into multiple billions of dollars. but those figures are estimates, not counter-proven total. What is confirmed is this. These alleged cases represent some of the largest pandemic fraud investigations in U.S. history. And because a number of individuals charged or investigated in these cases are Somalian Americans, fair or unfair, the focus did not stay on individuals. It landed on the entire Somali community.
And disappointment. I'm sure many Americans feel the same way.
It shocked us into understanding the severity of the harm our people caused.
These criminals betrayed America's welcoming spirit. The scale of these crimes has stained the reputation of American Somalis.
America's freedoms allowed us to build a unique community here in Minnesota. In return, we must promise to weed out any evil living among us.
This evil came from within our community. And so, as an honorable community, we take responsibility. We must correct this wrongdoing.
The only way to regain the trust of this nation is to root out crime, stay humble, and be forever grateful. That's the premise.
So, as honorable Somalis, we are going to take on the responsibility of apologizing to all Americans. We are deeply, deeply sorry.
The shame of this will haunt us forever. And hopefully over time you will come to forgive us. Thank you.
This has created real consequences. Increased federal oversight, stricter benefit reviews, political pressure, public suspicion. Somali families who had nothing to do with any alleged wrongdoing now find themselves having to explain, defend, or distance themselves from accusations they never earned. That's not speculations, that's reality. Community leaders have spoken about fear, stigma, and reputational damage, not because guilt was proven against everyone, but because perception doesn't wait for court decisions. And this is where the real damage happens. Social media rewards attention, not wisdom. Clout, not consequences. When alleged bragging goes viral, innocent people pay the price.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I live in a big house funded by United States taxpayers.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course we have the most luxurious cars.
I'm Minnesota Somali. I'm champion border. Hi.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I married my sister. Come here.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I tell the government I feed 3,000 kids for no reason. Did you get the bill yet?
Yeah, of course I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course we live in Minneapolis, nigga.
Hey, get the...
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I got 12 siblings. I don't even know half of their names.
I'm a Minnesota Somali. Of course Minnesota Somalia was promised us 3,000 years ago.
Hi, Trump. I'm back so much.
Innocent Somalian families, people who work, pay taxes, raise their children right, end up dealing with suspicion they didn't earn. That part isn't alleged. That part is real. Now, after backlash, some individuals attempted to apologize, but old school Will calls it straight. A real apology doesn't show up after the backlash.
I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize. You guys saw in that video myself was unfiltered, even traumatizing. I truly did not mean what I meant. I was just trying to be funny. I always try to push the boundaries with my content. I'm always trying to be that guy, you know, but I wasn't that guy. And I wanted to apologize to anybody that was traumatized to the video, that has been affected by stuff like that by my video. I'm truly sorry. From the deepest part of my heart, I am sorry. For my fans that are defending my actions, please don't. I don't need to be defended for what I did. I need to own up to my actions. And I messed up. And I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize. I have been very ashamed of myself, and I've also been very disappointed in myself. I promise to be better. Thank you guys. stingray out. Truly sorry from the bottom of my heart. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to be funny, but I wasn't really being funny. I'm really sorry to everybody. And some of the comments under the video has been really unflattering, and I like this is not funny. Like this is not funny, man. And like it's just racism at this point. In my original video, I wasn't even being racist. I was just joking, and like, come on, guys. You can't be joking like that.
A real apology doesn't sound like damage control. If wrongdoing is proven, accountability means consequences.
How did you and your brother get involved in this HSS scheme? Fraud was a family affair for the Adows, as the two brothers have now pleaded guilty here in federal court to defrauding Minnesota's housing stabilization program out of millions of dollars.
Assad Adow, owner of Leo Human Services, admitted in court that his company ripped off taxpayers to the tune of $2.7 million, falsely claiming to help 250 people find housing.
How many vulnerable people did you leave sitting in a snowbank so you could line your own pockets?
It's not the first time Mr. Adow did not want to answer our questions.
People say you're not doing work, that you're billing thousands of dollars for work that's not being done.
Come on, man. Let's stick to proper channels, man. I'm doing everything I am correctly.
Carol Levin Investigates first approached the BMW driving business owner last spring as we uncovered clients' claims of forged signatures and fraudulent billing.
I did not sign this legal document. How would you describe that $14,000 that was billed to your Medicaid?
Fraud. On every level.
Assad's brother, Anwar, was running another HSS company also committing fraud called Liberty Plus out of the Adow family's Blaine home. When agents raided the property, they found stacks of cash, tens of thousands of dollars hidden under a mattress and in a suitcase beneath the stairs.
How much money did you move overseas?
As part of his plea deal, Assad admitted he used the money he fraudulently billed to buy property in Kenya. Both brothers face 4 to 5 years in prison.
No excuses, no deflection, no community blame. For those individuals who decided it would be a fun thing to get on social media and downrate the black community, that was a serious mistake. You should have never ever done something like that. I realize some of these content creators try to get their clouds, likes, views, and all of this other stuff, but what this one particular individual has done, he has ostracized the entire Somali community by doing that craziness. America offers opportunity, not entitlement. This message isn't about tearing anyone down. It's about protecting innocent people from reckless behavior, because accountability protects communities. Silence protects alleged wrongdoing. Old School Will isn't here to decide guilt. That's for the courts. I'm here to say, don't let alleged bad actors define the reputation of those who did it the right way. That's the message, that's the warning, and that's the conversation from Old School Will. And by the way, if you made it to the end of this video, first of all, I thank you, and may God always bless you.